Symfony has historically been a full-stack framework. However, with Symfony 2, there's a little more flexibility in terms of handling things on an ad hoc basis. But its real strength lies in the stack it provides, and once you get a feel for the way Symfony handles things, you will likely find it fairly easy to get started and work with. Symfony has its own installer, or you can use Composer if you like. One of the cool things about Symfony is there are actually a couple of different distributions available. So by default, it's going to set up a default distribution, but if you're just using Symfony to create a RESTful API, then you can use the REST distribution to help you in that matter. There's additionally a content management solution called the Content Management Framework, or CMF, and there's a distribution available just for that. So if you're building a content management app using Symfony, that's a great way to get started. Symfony 2 also includes a command line interface called App Console. There are a lot of things you can do using their command line interface. Symfony 2 has everything organized in bundles. One thing to remember is that Symfony is very object-oriented and utilizes classes and object-oriented programming ideology throughout. When you first get started, there's a web-based configuration tool you can use to help configure your application. The entire application is configured as a single bundle, and once you create other elements, these can be created as additional bundles to use inside your application. Additionally, there are bundles you can download from third-party sources to use in your application. There are a number of things you can do using either YAML, PHP, or XML. One of those things is configuring the routing. Like other MVC application frameworks, the controller is the key to handling your application. In Symfony 2, the view can be handled by the Twig template engine if you like, which allows some shortcode and some other ways of looping through elements and outputting variables. By default, Symfony uses Doctrine ORM. This is what you use to handle the model layer. One of the things people either love or hate about Symfony is the fact that you can do things outside of PHP if you like. This can allow you to do things through the command line interface or write things in configuration files, and from there you can end up generating a lot of code or implementing a lot of functionality. The dependency injection class is new in Symfony 2, and this allows for using dependency injection if you're doing unit testing. Additionally, events are also supported in Symfony 2. Symfony 2 is moving towards using the PHP Fig standards. One of the things that they've implemented is the ability to use PSR0 or PSR4 autoloading. By decoupling the components from the full stack, supporting standards, and overall maintaining an active developer base, Sensio has managed to keep this popular framework modern and workable. Symfony simplifies many tasks and has an intuitive organization as well as good docs and the advantage of corporate backing to help with training and support. Let's go a bit deeper and see what Symfony components have to offer.